Hey everyone, it's Kyle with the Case and Kyle team at Royal LePage, and today we're going to look at the market update for the month of November. We're going to compare 2020 to 2021 and see how things changed, and I'm going to talk a little bit as well on where I think things are going. Let's jump into the numbers. All right, starting in Hamilton, we saw the average sale price go from $646,000 up by 29% to $834,000. So once again, we're continuing to see the average sale price increase year over year. This is a little lower than the previous month in October, but we are still seeing consistency with the seasonal variations as we get closer to December. Now, the months of inventory we saw drop from 0.9 months of inventory to 0.5. Now, this is very similar to previous months of inventory. We are still very, very low. There's still not a lot of options for buyers, so it's a great time for sellers to be putting their home onto the market. All right, now we're gonna look at the numbers for Burlington. We saw it go from $915,000 up by 22% to $1,178,000. So this is not as large of a jump from a percentage perspective. We've talked about this in previous videos, and you can check out those below in the playlist in the description. But we see, because we're already at a higher price point, you don't see as large increases in places like Burlington compared to Hamilton. Now, in Burlington, we've seen the lowest months of inventory in November. We saw it go from 1 month of inventory down to 0.4. So now we're less than half a month's inventory, and it is really giving buyers limited options within Burlington. So hopefully we'll see some more inventory soon. And finally, we're looking at Oakville. We saw the average sale price go from $1,340,000 up by 20% to $1,611,000. So once again, very consistent with Burlington, but we have slightly more inventory in Oakville. We saw it go from 1.3 months of inventory down to 0.5 months of inventory. So still very low, and in Hamilton, Burlington, and Oakville, we are still looking for more inventory, and it's a great time for sellers to consider putting their house on the market. So what does this all mean for buyers and sellers? Well, from a seller's perspective, now is a great time to sell. There is barely anything on the market and very limited options for buyers. So this is allowing you to have a great opportunity to sell your home quickly and for a high price. We're often seeing each and every week new records being set because of such low inventory. I was helping another client recently in Burlington trying to buy a house, and we saw almost the identical home sell in the summertime, and it sold for almost $260,000 more on a townhouse in Burlington. So we're seeing massive increases even within the year. So you don't even have to go back a full year. You can even go back 6 months and see massive changes. So as a seller, now might be the right time with such low inventory. Now, from a buyer's perspective, people are saying, oh, should we wait out? Should we wait to see if the market goes down? It's hard to say where it's gonna go. We do see interest rates increasing over the next couple of years with small increases, which will have a small impact on the market. But we are also seeing a lot of questions in the news these days about inflation. What's going on? There's been a lot of inflation in Canada and around the world, but we're seeing a lot here. And this is a great way to protect against inflation. If you have your money in a home, you can protect yourself. Often, if we look at the real estate market going forward, having your money in an asset like real estate in Canada, which is a major driving factor of our GDP. So if you have any more questions, feel free to reach out or comment down below. Be sure to hit that like button and that subscription bell, and be sure to stay up to date on all future videos. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Case and Kyle Team or on Facebook at Case and Kyle, and I'll talk to you next time.